My name is Davy Rarity, and I have another tutorial on an awesome educational technology tool called Padlet. This tool can be used in the classroom, during professional development sessions, and in work meetings. Padlet is a tool that helps students, teams, and organizations stay organized while providing their thoughts on a topic. The best part of Padlet is that it allows everyone a chance to be heard. Padlet can be used in various subjects. Plus, it can be used with any laptop, tablets, and phones. In the classroom, Padlet can be used as a back channel that can be used during presentations. Or you could use Padlet as a collaboration tool to help with students working on a project together, or simply use it for brainstorming. For businesses and professionals, they can use Padlet as a tool to increase productivity or collaborate with other teammates on projects. Now, Padlet for schools also allows teachers to meet the ISTE standards and incorporate in the Bloom's taxonomy. Teachers can help students meet the ISTE standard for students that includes computational thinker and global collaborator. These standards really basically state that students are able to use collaborative technologies to work with others, including peers, and that they are able to use a technology method to problem solve. So for example, a teacher could use this in their classroom, in their social studies class, to work on a presentation, have the students work on a presentation and on a state, and the students would have to ensure the teammates are doing the right part and they're there on their own section and that it all comes together. So they have to use a collaborative skill of working with others, but at the same time delegating work or trying to figure out that process anyways. Teachers can also help students meet Bloom's taxonomy of meeting the level 1, which is remembering level. Students are able to recall and understand basic concepts, as well as meeting level 4, which is analyzing. Teachers can set up the Padlet as a compare and contrast chart so that students are able to carry out the task and compare and contrast a topic. For example, I could have a student in my computer class compare and contrast different social media sites. This would allow the students to understand what each site allows them to do and really think in depth about each social media before they actually try to go use it. And so this might actually help them in the future and apply to their real world scenario of using social media for their personal use. We can now start to set up a Padlet account. Now there's a free version and there's the paid version. So let me take you there right quick. I'm going to go to For Schools. This is for school. And it's going to take you to the price plans that they were going to have. And they have these add-ons with the Padlet backpack you can check out and stuff like that. But honestly, use the free account. It's worked for me. I've been using it for about a year, but I don't use it heavily in my classroom. I use it here and there, but if you plan to use it every day, every year, you might want to check out these plans. But I use the free version and it works just fine. There's a limit, I think. There's about 23 or 28 per account. So I will probably have to pay for it at one point. But right now it's working fine for me. Now if you want to sign up, you can go to the right here and it'll bring you to the sign up login. I could recommend using the sign up with Google button or sign up with Microsoft. It's like one of those single sign in, so you don't have to worry about another password, another email. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to hit that login button, and it's the same buttons right here. So you're going to be able to do the same thing. You can also make your own username and password. That's just another login. You have to remember that though. So I'm going to, since we're on a Google platform, I'm going to use login with Google. And then you're going to confirm the email that you want to use. So this is my school account, so I'm going to go ahead and it brings you to make a Padlet. So I'm just going to bring you to that. Or your blank, I guess, canvases or grids, whatever you want to call it, but they give you all these templates down here and ideas as well. And a cool thing with Padlet too, if you click on one of these, like the preview button right here, it'll show you a preview of it being used. So you see this is an example of, they're not loading right now, there's pictures and stuff. of an example. But any of these, if you want to get an idea of how it flows or anything like that, you should just hit that preview button. I tend to try to go towards the shelf right here. So I'm going to press select. And now I'm actually starting my first Padlet. So the shelf, what reason I like the shelf version is because I like to put my data in here. So you'll see, I'm going to show you another Padlet in a few minutes that I have the students fill out in columns and stuff like that. But let me bring you over here how to set it up. So you have the title right here. You can give it a title and description. You can pick out wallpaper as a background. I think you can choose more right here. You can, if you want dark or light, depends on if you want to student preferences or if your preference, honestly. That font style is here. I wouldn't worry too much anything else. You can go through all of that. But collaboration is what I wanted to point out. Now, there's comments and reactions. Depending on your grade level you teach, I would suggest go to reactions because I teach up to 7th grade, so and it's all boys school, so I don't feel like they're mature just yet to be able to comment with each other's post, because they put it up there and sometimes I'm not able to view them before they post it. So I'd rather do these reactions, and honestly I use them for pre-review situations, or if I want to give fast feedback, I'll give them a heart and say you're on topic or something like that. You can go through all these other settings. You can press next. Now we're brought to this people and privacy. So this is your sharing setting. I keep it on the default with secret, and because I don't want to share my kids' information out there and all that. So, but you can play around with these settings, and then you can just leave the default here. Choose remake. It's like basically if you want to remake it at another time. So I'm going to start posting. So because I picked the shelf, I am able to set up stuff and then save it. So these are columns. I'm just going to put them in columns. And for students, it's kind of the read and get. You press the plus button. They can put their title. I usually tell them to put their name so I know it's them, but it's up to you. And then they can write something. And they have all these options to put anything they want in here, like uploading your videos, putting a picture, drawing anything they want. There's very great, a lot of tools for them to bring out the creativity. And then once they're done, that's it. But let me bring you to share, how you get it to the students. So go to this share right here. I know we saw them before, but the share, export, embed. I usually go to copy link to this Padlet. And this is where I put it into my Google Classroom. Now they do have this button. I haven't used it. I've just always had other things I had to put in there. And then you can do save image. So if you want to like save what the kids have done before for history purpose or referencing for something else, you can save that Padlet and print it out or whatever you need to do with it. And let me show you a Padlet, what it would look like with everybody. Show me this one. So I think it's the same grid, the shelf. Oh, it's not the shelf, but it's almost in the same column structure. And so the students had to think of a problem they want to solve, and they had to decide, and in groups, either the groups I put them in, and they just made a post-it basically. And then you can also do a plus sign here to add another post-it.